Hello everyone. It's a festival time, so we are done with the Diwali festival, and the more festivals are going to come up, the New Year and the Christmas. So it's great, we're enjoying it. So I have come up with a very interesting topic, and it is a favorite. It This topic makes a lot of difference in everyone's life, even if it's a child, an adult, a teenager, or an old person, anybody. So, when you developed an emotional connection with someone and you feel secure that, yes, I would be emotionally and mentally secure with that person. So, what is that feeling? That is love. Yes. A child feels secure and emotionally he feels emotionally strong and emotionally stable. The child finds himself in a very protective environment when the parents are around. Why? Because he finds that security and that love, the connection from the parents. So what is that? That is love, right? Because he gets that love from the parents. So in the same way, when you become a teenager, so you fall in love with the gender of opposite sex or anything. Okay, so the moment you see that, I can find that connection with that person, I can find that security with that person, so you start approaching. When your thought process start matching, so then the love story starts beginning, and you start dating the person, and then you feel you are in love. Is it love or infatuation or attraction? Because everything is going accordingly the way you want. You're going on dates, you're watching movies, yeah, and the person is spending money on you, so you're enjoying, you're on the top of the world. And then the age comes when you start doing a job, right? So your thought process change. So does the definition of love also changes? You start thinking in a different manner that, yes, let me uh, let me find let me try to find something else in that person. So you start looking, even your parents start looking, start telling you from the marriage point of view, from the marriage perspective, that yes, find a person of your mental same mental mindset, right? So you start looking for people, as you don't start, but when you find somebody of the same mindset, you are talking the same stuff, the same thing, and you start dating, and then you realize that yes, now we can get married, right? So the feeling of love is on the top of the world. So my question comes here: when you meet a person and you decide that yes, our thought processes are matching, yes, whatever you're talking, it's coming, oh my God, his thought process and my thought process are the same. And, what I like, he like the same. And if I say that, I love to listen to that song, he also loves to listen to that song. And if I say I want to go there, so he also agrees that yes, I also want to go there. So, and he compliments me, and he loves my dressing sense. So that is love. You're living in a comfort zone because everything is happening accordingly the way you want. And it happens, most of the time it happens before marriage. Yes, because you haven't spent time with each other much, so you automatically you would try to impress the person. It goes both the ways. Yes, when you meet a person for the first time, even when you join an organization, so people are good with you, but with time, when you start spending more time in the organization, so what happens? This person is not good. I have to deal in a different manner because now I know him. So fine, I'll use some other trick next time, right? So in marriage you can apply the tricks. Yes, because it's a deep connection. It's an emotional connection. emotional, physical, and a spiritual connection. So you should not apply the tricks. Yes. So you start finding the person on the same level, and then you get married. So is it right that you are looking for a person, you are liking a person who has the same mindset? Yes. So of course you would love a person, but is that love? Because things are going accordingly. Yes. So in case what happens, you get married and the person comes out to be a different person after marriage. So what are you gonna do? My God, it was a different person before marriage, and after marriage, he is completely changed. What do you think? Some magic has happened, or some miracle has happened that he has changed? No. Maybe he or she might be saying the same thing for you, right? So, why we look for a person who always agrees on what we say? That is not marriage. That is affair, right? When you're dating a person, so you can expect the person to go according to the way you want because you're spending a very lesser time. You're spending a time in a day. So, but when it comes to marriage, right, you have to spend the whole day, the whole life with a person. Okay. So, if you're marrying a person with a mindset that yes, he's going to agree with what I say, oh my God, I'm in love. Yes, I'm in love. But if he doesn't agree, love has gone out of the window. You don't even see that. Uh, so, should we go for a person of the same mindset or should we go for a person of the opposite mindset? Just give a thought. And if the person has the same mindset, and the marriage happens and it goes well, very good. Normally, it doesn't happen. If the person is of opposite mindset, different mindset, of course, two people are not same. So you have a lot of disagreements, you fight. That is normal in marriage, you fight. And when you fight, when the person says something wrong, you say, no, I can't stay with that person. I cannot stay with this person. My question comes there, why? When you were a kid or a teenager, your parents used to shout at you, even slap you. So, have you ever broken the relationship with them? No, you have never broken the relationship. But let's come back to the marriage. When your partner is shouting at you, and my mistake is, just uh, kind of, light kind of this stuff on your face or something. So how dare you touch me? But we forget that this is the only person I love. Yes. Because when you are taking the vows in a marriage, the fere lete hain, so let's keep one thing in mind. We have to accept the person with all his anger issues, behavior issues, mood swings, fighting spirit, yes, mismatch in thoughts, not agreeing on so many things. So we don't have to get married to a person who is goody goody every time. No, that's a very normal thing. The challenge comes there is how to get along with the person who is totally opposites. How can you manage that? With love, with a peace of mind, with a lot of care. Yes, yes. You need to be very caring. You need to be just this thought of that person, this thought of no fights, no conflicts, you know, no arguments. You would agree with me on every stuff. You should just vanish this thought out of your mind. Yes, because it doesn't exist. Okay. So, we are finding the person with the same mindset, fine. But if you're not finding this person with the same mindset, divorce. Yes, let's take divorce. So, why I have come here and discussing this topic, because marriage is a very uh, pure relation. Okay, so you need to make sure that even if things are not getting fine, because nowadays so many issues are going between the couples. I'm seeing it, and relationship, it's going out of the window. He doesn't talk, I don't talk, life is going fine. But what do? You start going out, you start spending time with your friends, because internally you feel that with the person I wanted to spend time with, he doesn't give me time, so let me spend time with my friends, let me go out with them. You're just distracting your mind. It's good to go with the friends, but if everything is fine at your home, you have a healthy relationship. But if it is not and then you're going, then there is a problem. So marriage is an institution where you need to work on this relationship every day. Sometimes you need to tell a white lies that you're looking very good. Yes. You need to appreciate the person on every day. You need to create a very positive atmosphere. Yes. And daily the same routine. You need to add some charm in your in both of your life. Yes. If you say, my husband is very boring, so why don't you add it? Because normally the men's, they can't leave their job because their work is very stressful, but sometime or the other, women have to leave their job because of the kids when they have kids, right? So it's a lady responsibility, you know to create a very positive atmosphere, to find a child in your husband. And sometimes you can dance. If it's in a bad mood, I have applied a trick. If your partner is in a bad mood, is fighting, start clicking the pictures or start making the videos. So, automatically his temper would go down. Because what you're doing? If he's shouting at you, so what you're doing, you're just trying to calm the situation. And just tell him that, you're so good looking, you're so handsome, you're my hero. And you're not lying here, right? And see how you look here in this picture. You don't look good. So don't behave like this. Yes? So kind of I think a volcano has erupted and you have sprinkled with cold water. Yes. So, in case if the other person is arguing, you are also arguing. Oh my God, how dare he? I'm also well educated. I'm also well qualified. How come you're shouting at me? And if you have the spirit, the Jhansi ki Rani, so forget it. That your relationship is gonna be healthy. So you can make your relationship very healthy by adding a lot of things. By doing a self talk. Yeah. In case if there is an argument coming from the other side, and the moment you, because I have learned it with time, the moment you start arguing, shouting, just for a second do a self talk. How would my argument, my shout, you know my disagreement are going to affect this conversation, this argument? How? He would start, I would say. He would start, I would say. No ending. So you need to do a self talk. Is the shouting at this moment is important, or my peace of mind? So what is important? The peace of mind. Because when you shout, when you when you have anger issues, if the other person has anger issues and you don't have, so when you have anger issues, so many toxins are generated from inside. The maturity comes on your face. Look older. You start taking BP medicines the old age, because for the whole time you have always shouted at your partner. In the morning you're making a breakfast. Why don't you take a breakfast? I am the only one who's making the breakfast. Am I your servant? This is the way some people shout. I'm doing this for this. I'm doing him a housewife. I'm just doing this. He doesn't even listen to me. He's also working, right? He doesn't say it. He's also working, he's earning money. Even if you're earning money, so you don't need to tell everyone, remind you don't need to add a reminder every time that yes, because men's have egos, right? If you can, if you can calm the other person with a lot of love, what's wrong with that? The person loves you a lot, right? Okay, so you need to work on this marriage institution on the daily basis. A gentle hug on the daily, on the, your meeting on the daily. Start doing exercises. Have a cup of tea in a day. Sit with each other. Do a laughter therapy. Yes. So watch comedy movies. No serious stuff. Okay. And just try to understand if your partner is shouting, what can be the reason behind that? Can be reason. He is not always shouting at you, right? Not always shouting. Okay, then if the relationship is not you're working, you're making a lot of efforts, which normally happens, right? But when the other chapter, the kids come in your life, still this process is going on. So what are you supposed to do? Because it happens. If somebody is not able to handle the marriage, right? So don't give an ugly picture of marriage to your kids. Because if you ask a kid and if the parents are always fighting, he'll say, I don't want to get married because I've seen my parents always fighting. I don't want to get married. Because I've seen marriage, they're always fighting. So, in case if a relationship is not healthy, so when the kid is there, you have become a parent, so behave like a parent. Yes, you need to behave like a parent. Give a very healthy atmosphere to the kid. That yes, we're very good parents, we're very good human beings. Because for a kid, father is always a hero. Never insult your husband in front of a kid. Because for a kid, father is a hero and mother is the same. So if you think you're insulting each other in front of a kid, he is creating a different picture. These are my heroes, and I always used to look up to them. No, I'll not. Was shattered. The kid was shattered. Okay, so you need to make sure that the moment you feel that this argument, this conversation can convert into an argument or a blast, leave that place. The kid is there with you. And even if you want to fight, when the kid is not there, just fight with each other, but not in the presence of a kid. Live a healthy life. Yes, that when the kid would get married in the future, that's a different thing. But at least have a good picture of the marriage in front of the kid. As a parent, you have a big responsibility. Have a big responsibility. uh, you know, because normally happens you're married and you have a kid. So the way we used to behave earlier, we will behave in the same manner. The kid is there. No, your behavior needs to be changed a lot. You need to think twice before saying anything in front of the kid because the kid is learning the same thing. In case if the husband is shouting, father is shouting at the mother, if it's a boy, so he would say, yes, I will also shout at my wife. This is marriage. Yes, this is marriage. If there's a girl and the father is shouting, say, my husband would also behave with me in the same manner. Okay, this is marriage. So let's have a responsibility as a parent. Like, we have a big responsibility as a parent. Okay, so let's add a lot of love, care, so many things in this relationship because marriage is a relationship of two human beings. It's very sweet, very loving. All you need to do, add a little bit of charm, no boredom, and don't start giving in a relationship. Because when you start giving and you stop expecting, automatically you get it from the other side. Okay, so love, because when you find normally people fall for a dark, tall, handsome. That is not love. Yes, right. Love is a responsibility. It's a responsibility. Love means, I'll be fighting with you, I'll be shouting at you. Sometimes I won't be listening to you, I'll be saying crap to you, nonsense to you. Are you going to still love me? If not, that is not love, right? So make sure you have the you have a peace of mind and you start giving. So just love each other and send the positive, send the positivity to everyone. Thank you.